Good day. My name is Steve Young, and I'm a Cloud Solution Architect with Microsoft Canada. This is a video recording of a tutorial walkthrough that I provided for a virtual workshop. As sessions have gone from in-person to virtual, I recorded this tutorial as we were not able to provide hands-on labs. The tutorial is itself available at the link shown below. So we used this video as a walkthrough of the tutorial that people could then do on their own. I divided the tutorial up into 9 parts, so each was roughly 5 to 9 minutes, and we'd stop for questions in between each portion. I did not include Demo 2, a walk through the interface, nor Demo 7, orchestrate activities with pipelines, in this recording, as we covered those topics in more detailed discussions. So let's get started. So in this tutorial, we're going to load some New York City taxi data that we've already loaded into our SQL pool. And we're going to load that and create a Spark database called NYC Taxi. So we're going to go to Develop and add a Develop, and we're going to add a notebook. So you'll see if you've done any machine learning or artificial intelligence, you'll notice this looks a lot like the Spark notebooks that you're used to. So we're attached to the Spark pool, and we're going to run PySpark, and we're going to add some code. So from the tutorial, we're going to grab some code, and we're going to paste this into a code cell. So what this is going to do is going to run Spark. It's going to create a database, NYC Taxi, if it's not already created. It's going to read from, and again, use the package SQL Analytics. So from the SQL pool, the trip table, and it's going to save that as a table in nyctaxi.trip database. So if we run this, so it's starting our Spark session. So right now the Spark pool, because I had it as a pausing after 15 minutes of inactivity, so it's going to spin that up. It may take a minute or two. And once it's spun up, it'll run the code. So we now see the job is running. Let's expand. The job succeeded. 12 seconds. We get the results and the notifications. So before we go and see the data, let's give the notebook a name. Spark create taxi data DB. Spelled data correctly. Demo script. So let's publish this to save it. And now let's come to data. Let's refresh the databases. And you'll see now that we have the default Spark database that was created when we created this database. We look at the tables, the trip data, and we see the columns. So we have columns. So let's add some code here. I'm just to see it's there. I'm actually going to create a data frame and select data from that table. So I run, and job succeeded, and I have data in that table. So what we've done here is, if we have used Spark to create a Spark database and import data from a SQL pool, so now we have data in both Spark and SQL available to be used in other demos. And so when you think about it, we have data both in the SQL and Spark side, and we've been able to create and move data between these so that in a collaborative environment where you have data scientists, data engineers, data analysts, it's just an example of how each user group can create data that can be consumed by others.